Good morning. It's Friday, May 27th, and this morning I finished my Bible study on the book of Jonah, and the study was from Priscilla Shire, and I highly recommend it if you're looking to get in depth into certain books of the Bible. And so the study finished off. I really loved it. So I have this mentor who I just love talking to because he is always so wise and just really helps me process different things that are going on in my life. And he's also really busy and doing a lot of really neat things. And so when I have time with him, I feel so I just cherish it so much. And at the end of the book of Jonah, Jonah is kind of throwing himself a pity party because God relents on giving the Ninevites consequences. They actually turn back to God, and God saves them from calamity. And so Jonah, these are actually his enemies that he was sent to, and so he is really upset that God is just kind of letting them off the hook, or forgiving them. And so he's in this kind of pity party, and so God creates Jonah goes off to the city, to the east of the city, and he just watches to see what God's going to do. And it's really hot. The sun is scorching, and there's this really hot wind. And God actually creates a plant to cover him, and he finds refreshment in this plant. But then the next day, a worm comes. God sends a worm, and the plant withers away. So Jonah's no longer protected, and Jonah just has this whole. He basically is just angry, and he says, when sometimes you're like melodramatic, like everything's going wrong, and he just says like, I just want to die. And God comes, and God doesn't speak too much in the book of Jonah, except he ends the book of Jonah in this way, and he says, did you create that plant? And why there are 120,000 Ninevites who don't know, he says, their right hand from their left, so they don't know the truth. They don't know God. And he says, why would I not be concerned about these people? And Jonah's concerned about his comfort and this plant. And what I love, so sometimes I read that and I'm like, oh, is God condemning Jonah? But the author helped me shift my perspective, and she said, how beautiful is it that God loved Jonah so much to take time to actually come and speak to him and share what he's teaching him from the situation. And God is it reminded me of my mentor. So God is so busy running the world, and he knows everyone's thoughts, and he comes to us, and he's available to us. And so he spent time with Jonah to help him process the circumstance in his life. And he offers the same thing. There are so many verses about God's ways and thoughts being higher than ours, so we can't always comprehend why things are the way they are, but God desires to be with us and to talk things through with us, and to have us lay our fears at his feet and just talk with him about what we're going through. And he delights in spending time with us, even though he's the creator of the whole universe. So I loved recognizing that's what the book of Jonah, how it ended, and kind of parallels in my own life. And I just feel really honored because I'm going through a situation now, and I don't understand it completely, but I can process it with God. And he desires to give me wisdom and desires to teach me through what seems like it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know, it's awesome. So I just hope that speaks to your heart and gives you even more of a glimpse into God's character. And I just pray that you would know without a doubt that you are so loved, and that God is with you and desires to be with you and talk with you and just be a part of your life and what He's doing on this earth.